My next guest will fight Luke Sanders on August the 1st. And of course, it is El Guapo, Chris Gutierrez. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to have you on the show here and interview you for the first time. A lot to get to, including that massive win in your last fight over Morales. But first, I want to talk about UFC 251 tomorrow night. For my money, it's probably the best card of the year so far. Who do you have in the title fights? Who do you see winning?
I like George. I'm gonna go with George Masvidal on this one.
You got
You know,
Masvidal.
yeah, but the only thing that concerns me is that I know he hasn't been in a in a full fight camp. He might have been training, but it's different whenever you have whenever you switch gears for that training camp for a fight. It's a little different. So we'll see how much he's actually been training and how everything plays out.
Do you think that his head coach Mike Brown tested positive for COVID-19, and I know they're very close? Do you feel like that having him not there will affect him in any way, especially with no fans in attendance?
I think George is I think he's well versed, and I think he's very seasoned enough to know what he's got to do.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it's going to be a great fight. As far as the featherweight and bantamweight titles go, who do you see winning those?
Man, that's gonna be a good fight. A lot of people are counting Jose Aldo out. I think he still got it. Um, we'll see, man. It's very interesting styles. One's a counter fighter. He does pressure, but he's more of a counter fighter. Of course, the Russian just likes to go forward. So we'll see. We'll see what game plans they both bring and how they adapt to each other.
And in Holloway and Volkanovski, that rematch, I'm really excited for that one too. Who do you like there?
I like. I really like Holloway. I've always been a fan of Holloway. So for that fight, I'm really excited, and I think he's gonna get his title back. I think he's
Yeah,
gonna get his strap back.
I can see that happening for sure. Where are you going to be watching the fights?
Probably at home. Honestly, I don't want to go out. I'm cutting weight. I don't want to get irritated. People say do dumb things.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
I hear you there. Staying home. That's always a good thing to do. That's what I'll be doing as well. Let's talk about
exactly.
this last win over Vince Morales. You stopped him with leg kicks, and wow, I got to tell you, man, that was incredibly impressive. Looking back on that fight now, was that the biggest win of your career to date?
Um, you know, honestly, every fight is very big, especially when you fight in the highest, the highest level in martial arts, competition. So every win is huge. Um, as far as stopping them with leg kicks, yeah, I'm one of the only ones to do that. Um, it's good. It's a good feeling to be able to stop someone like that. So
Now, that fight was at featherweight. Normally, you're at bantamweight. This fight against Sanders will be at 135. How did that affect you in cage? I mean, obviously, did you feel stronger with not having to cut quite as much weight? Just tell me about that.
of course, anytime you don't cut weight is good. It's not as taxing on your body and depleting. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter. I was comfortable with the weight. I'm comfortable at making 35 too. It's not like I die making it. It's not like I get kidney stones or something. I make the weight good. I have smart people in my corner, and I'm not. I know how to do it. No one knows my body better than me, so I know what I should be eating and drinking and how much and this and that. It plays out good.
What do you typically walk around at? How much weight do you have to cut to get to 135?
Between 55, 60.
Okay, well, that's not too bad. As far as your future goes, obviously you see yourself at 135 and making a run there. But would you ever consider maybe bouncing back and forth and taking a run at featherweight too, or do you just see your home at bantamweight?
Yeah, if the money's right. If things got to be in order. If matchups are good and contracts are good, then yeah. Ultimately, everything's got to be in line. You know what I mean?
Mhm, for sure. Now, that fight with Morales obviously was at the Apex, no fans, all the COVID testing that you had to go through. What was that experience like, man? I mean, I can't imagine it was very easy.
It's not. It's very different. To be quarantined like that is very. They're very adamant. You can get fined by the commissioner. They see you walking around without a mask, and if you're at certain places at certain times where you're not supposed to be there, man, you can get in real big trouble. You can even get scratched off the card, and so yeah, it's very different. But if you follow directions and just at the end of the day, just be friends with it. It's there. It's the way it's going to be. It's got to be. So just so what? Do it.
Yeah, I know clearly you're a professional. You're going to go in and fight regardless if there's no fans or if there are fans in the stands and whatnot. But when you look back at that fight, did you feel like maybe it benefited you to be able to hear your corner, or did you miss hearing all the screaming fans and the energy in the arena?
You know how do I say this? I don't really listen to like the crowd. I zone everything out. At the end of the day, my job is to get in there and win a fight. That's what I'm there to do. So I don't really pay too much attention to the crowd and the boos and the ahs and all that and the yelling. I just pay attention to the person in front of me and to what my coaches are saying.
Now that fight was over a month ago. Now tell me what have you been up to in June and this early part of July?
Just took about a week and a half off to go visit family in Texas, and after that, just got back to the grind, and because I wanted to get back in, soon, so that's what I did. Got back to training, and here we are.
What has training been like? Have you had your full team around you, or has that been kind of a little altered with this pandemic?
No, we're all back now, but at first, yeah, it was scattered. Certain people couldn't make this practice, certain people couldn't make this one, so we just all worked around each other's stuff, and but we did it in the right numbers that legally we were allowed to have. Was it like 5 or 6 at a time? And yeah, we made do what we had to do.
Who have been some of your main training partners for this camp? I mean, I know we're still a couple of weeks out. You still have some hard work left, but who have you been working with the most?
I've been working with a lot of people. I've been working with Brandon Royval, Jonathan Martinez, Yusuf Zalah, um, what is Alex Hernandez, a lot of people. We got a lot of the big UFC vets down. We got Anthony Smith. We got Zach Cummings. So we have a lot of we have just a room full of killers. Honestly, we all just feed off each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's clearly a great group of guys right there to help sharpen your skill set for your next fight. Now, they haven't announced the official venue just yet for your fight, but it seems like it will be at the Apex. Are you planning on just going down there? I mean, once you make that announcement, that's really what the plan is.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be at the Apex. That's just what it is right now. Um, yeah, I mean, like I said, I've already done it once, so I know what I'm going into, and man, I'm just there to enjoy the like smell the roses. It's a fight at the end of the day. It ain't nothing more than just a fight.
Are you going to have the same team members right there with you for this fight as well?
Yeah, it'll be Coach Mark Montoya, Professor Busy, and I believe Professor Scotty.
Mhm. Now, your opponent Sanders. I mean, this is a difficult fight. He's a very skilled fighter as well. He's coming off a big win over Renan Barao. What is your overall takeaway from his skill set and how it matches up against you?
I mean, I like the fight. He's a good. I like. He's a good opponent. He's got some credible wins on his record. Like you said, with the last win was Renan Barao. But at the end of the day, it's just two guys, and they're going to test each other to see whose skill sets are better. So I'm excited for that.
He has three losses fairly recently to Andre Sukum, Tatrani Yaya, and Alcantara. Can you take anything from those losses? Are you able to look at those and see, okay, I'm able to exploit him here or there?
Well, I don't really look at that like that. You know, I'm sure he's evolved. I'm sure he's gotten better. So have I. So my job is to find ways to break him. Uh, you know, Come August 1st, I'll find a way.
What do you feel like your biggest advantage is? How do you see yourself getting your hand raised here?
Wherever the fight goes, honestly. I can't say too much. That's a secret.
Okay. Well, do you envision a stoppage, like a knockout or submission, or do you feel like this could go the distance?
Of course, I'm always going for a stoppage, whether it's a, TKO, knockout, or submission. Sometimes these guys don't want to fall down, so they don't want to tap so easy. So it is what it is. But I'm always going for the stoppage.
Mhm. Now, as far as what's next for you, obviously you're not looking past your opponent right now. Luke Sanders is all you're focusing on. But if all goes well and you stay healthy, what would you like to accomplish here for the remainder of 2020? Are you looking to get in there and fight again, or are you going to take a little time off?
I'd like to fight at least twice before the end of the year.
Wow.
After this one, if not, maybe once, and I'll be content with that. But yeah, I got to make up for lost time, man.
Are you bummed that you're not going down to Abu Dhabi and Fight Island, or are you excited that you're staying in the States?
I'm excited. I'm staying in the States.
A little bit easier. You don't have to have that 16-hour flight. I don't blame you.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to pay those taxes either, man. I'm not trying to do all that.
I hear you. Well, we're all excited to see you step back in the cage. Obviously, a monster win over Morales your last time out. Now you have another exciting fight on August the 1st against Luke Sanders. We really appreciate the time. If there's anyone you'd like to thank or any social media you would like to plug, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, of course. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my team, Factory X. I want to thank my management team, Iridium Sports Agency, Virus, ISO Ball Wash, and everyone and anyone that supported me from behind the scenes. Thank you for the love and support.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the time. Hopefully, we'll be talking again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.